The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy says the set interventions around mine health and occupational safety have led to an improvement of 34% in the number of fatalities year-on-year recorded in 2022 compared to the previous years. Minister Gwede Mantashe addressed a meeting with stakeholders in mining on those efforts while releasing the 2022 mining safety numbers.
We are encouraged by our collective efforts continue to show a downward trend. You know, in 2019, we registered 51 fatalities. In 2019, we registered 51 fatalities, and we said that's a record. And we slipped back in 2020 to about 60 fatalities. We felt so bad. We slipped further down in 2021 to 74. Now we're registering 49 fatalities in the industry, which is a new record in terms of the number of fatalities in the sector. So that record is not the target objective of the industry. It's a milestone.
Most of the fatalities occurred as a result of mining activity and transportation in the sector that also led to higher levels of injuries.
One thing that we have, as I've indicated in the presentation, was that historically we've seen that a significant loss of life and injuries has been as a result of fall of ground, both rock bursts or seismicity and rock falls. I think it has been hovering around 30% every year in the last 5 years. We have engaging with the executives of the mining companies, CEOs, we engage with them, the boards, we say, look, it's a great concern for us. More specific, the repeats. The repeat is something that always happens, and then, you know, we have effective interventions to prevent it. So we engage with them to ensure that they come up with effective measures, and I think that has also helped.
Workers want lives safeguarded, raising concerns around the high injuries experienced by miners.
As workers, we need to know that when it comes to health and safety, there is no union t-shirt. We are all affected. And let us unite, UWASA, Solidarity, NUM, let us unite and work together to assist the mines in reducing these accidents. More so, our focus should be on injury reduction.
The country is dealing with the challenge around illegal mining that have seen collaborative efforts with the police to try a root out. Minister Mantashe also says plans to mitigate around the energy crisis are at an advanced stage, including a consideration of the state of disaster.
We must deal with the load shedding urgently. That's why, as a department, we made proposal of 4 key interventions that must be implemented immediately. One is to pay attention to the electricity availability factor, power station by power station. 2, we must have access to electricity that is sold by countries in the neighboring. We must be able to import that energy. 3, we must be aggressive with emergency procurement to the industry, and we must pay attention to the skills. And if we apply those 4 issues, it will add impetus to the declaration of a state of disaster.
The department and its social partners in the mining space all agree that efforts should be channeled towards a 0% fatality, this being in the mining sector. The short-term plan, though, is to reduce injuries that often lead to these fatalities. Minister Mantashe also welcoming calls for the state of disaster declaration around Eskom, saying this will go a long way with the mining sector continuing to lose billions as the load shedding crisis persists. Katlego Logodi, SABC News, Pretoria.